Good morning. So this reading is for Friday, January 24th. Let's see if we can get 3 cards on our past. Oh, very interesting the way that these are showing themselves. So let's see current energy. And one more. You are breaking free from something right now. We're in a liberating time anyway with Pluto in Aquarius. We have the sun in Aquarius. We're going to have the new moon in just a few days in the sign of Aquarius. And this is a lot. We have just a lot of energy in this sign right now, and it's all very close to each other. And so it feels like things are hitting this almost like a breaking point or a boiling point. And what you're really doing is you're shedding an old skin, you're breaking out of an old paradigm here, and it's you breaking out of something else. It's not the entire world around you is changing, but it's more you're changing than anything else. Just in what you're getting rid of and what you're shedding, because it's definitely the sense of like shedding. I can feel like leaving it behind. It's kind of some sort of heavy coat or heavy cape off of your back where it's just sliding off. You're just letting it slide off you. Looking at the bottom of the deck here, we do have the sun. So the sun, Leo energy, may or may not be significant, but what I really like about this sun energy is it's providing a lot of hope and a lot of optimism. This is the happiest card in the tarot because it's the sun. And so it feels like a lot of warmth, a lot of happiness. There's this need to focus on the more positive things that are happening right now and not get caught up in the negative, because the negative is actually more connected to your past and what you're trying to put behind you. There's something... it's almost like the negative past is trying to get one last shot in before it's gone. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's almost like it's trying to grab you and pull you back in one last time before you completely cut the cord here. And so when I look at the past energy, I'm getting the 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So this is a lot of emotions showing up here in the past. All 3 cups. 5 of Cups indicates a change in perspective. Ace of Cups indicates a new beginning. So you really were taking some sort of... It was the Knight of Cups, going after something here that you wanted, but it's connected to this change in perspective on your part. You were taking some sort of initiative, or you decided, because this feels like it was an intentional decision that you made in the past to really focus on the positive here, stop looking at the negative. It wasn't that this just kind of happened by accident. This was something that you initiated. Definitely getting your initiation as part of this energy. It was about being able to look to the future for opportunities. That Knight of Cups wants you to move in that direction. And that's exactly, you felt almost pulled or compelled to move in a specific direction. One that fully aligns with your emotional state. Something where you want to be more balanced and feel more positive and just optimistic about the future. And when I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords with the Emperor. I love how this is showing up with the 10 of Wands. So let's put the Emperor aside for a minute, because the Emperor is right there in the middle. That's you. You're showing up as the Emperor. These are all 8 of Cups walking away from something. So the 8 of Cups is walking away from the 7 of Cups to go after the 9 of Cups, walking away from indecision, moving towards your hopes and dreams. We've got the 7 of Swords, lies, manipulation, and deceit. You're literally walking away from this as well. And then with the 10 of Wands, this is a closed cycle. This is what you're trying to put behind you. Anything that carried a lot of excess responsibilities, any kind of deception or feeling like you needed to be held accountable for something that wasn't your fault, or something that was just really unfair in the way that it was kind of put on you, because I'm definitely getting this kind of put on you. So something unfair happened and it caused you to take on a lot more work, do more than your fair share for sure, because I'm picking that up with that 7 of Swords. You were almost manipulated into doing this in some sort of way. definitely getting strong manipulation here. Eight of Cups, you're doing away with it. And the reason that you're able to walk away from it is because you are focusing on something different here. So with the Five of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Knight of Cups in the past, where you made a very clear decision to focus and move in a direction that aligns with what you want, not what other people want. This is where the lies, the manipulation, any kind of unfair burdens that are thrown at you, you're not susceptible to that energy anymore because you're sitting here as the Emperor. The Emperor is a my way or the highway. This indicates that you made a very clear decision to focus on your needs and your priorities and kind of, it doesn't matter what anybody else wants. I mean, it does to an extent if you care and you want them to be a part of your life and things like that, but their priorities are not going to trump yours. Yours are going to be paramount. Showing up in the future here, we do have the Seven of Cups showing up with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. The Seven of Cups tells me that while you're going through this, you're not going to see something coming. This is really interesting. I'm getting a lot of this kind of heartfelt focusing on yourself. And I've been getting that message for a while, where we're really shifting into more of an emotional well-being as opposed to a physical well-being. And the Seven of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you're going to have some sort of opportunity that's presented to you that you won't see coming, or it's going to be maybe difficult to see right away just because of everything else that you're going through, because you're putting your own needs first. And so it's almost like you're so focused on yourself, you're not going to recognize an opportunity when it's first presented to you. But that Ace of Pentacles does indicate that it's going to be here for a while. And I'm getting the sense with the Two of Cups that whatever this connection is, because this is another person, Two of Cups, usually romantic, but doesn't have to be. The connection here is meant to be a long-lasting connection. And so it could be that you just have multiple options for this, but I'm getting a stronger sense of you're going to start working on so many things that you want to accomplish here with that Seven of Cups that it's just going to make it hard to see this opportunity when it first presents itself. I'm getting a sense that you will recognize it, it's just not right away. So let's get some additional details here. With the Five of Cups, I'm getting the Page of Cups. With the Ace of Cups, I'm getting the Chariot. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. With the Five of Cups and the Page of Cups here. So the Five of Cups is about seeing things from a different perspective. Page of Cups, the direction that you're moving in, the steps that you want to take, really ushering in this new chapter is one that you really want. And that key word, want, this is something that you feel on an emotional level, is something that you need to do for yourself. It's all showing up in the past energy, so this already happened, but it really indicates that something happened here in the past, some sort of catalyst that really sparked this change within you to start focusing on yourself and not so much on what other people expect from you or what responsibilities they've put on you. Because with this Ace of Cups and the Chariot showing up, the Chariot, I mean, this is success. It's Cancer energy. We have a lot of Cups energy, so a lot of water energy. But I love how this is showing up with that Ace of Cups, because this indicates that whatever it is that you're doing, this is what you're meant to do. You're moving in the right direction here. That Chariot is movement too. With the Knight of Cups here, I have the Queen of Wands. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card. Queen of Wands, very fiery, very passion-oriented. So it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And so with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, you might be moving towards a person like that, but I'm getting a stronger sense of focusing on your emotional well-being and what you want for yourself really sparked you to take some sort of action here. And that's what you were doing. The Queen of Wands is very receptive. So she's going to take in new information as she learns it. She's not so stuck on her decisions, not right away, because you go from being the Queen of Wands into the Emperor energy. And so at some point you make a very firm decision. It's not about taking in more information. It's about, okay, I've got everything. I know what I need to know. Even if I don't have all the answers, I have enough that if I were to learn something else, my decision's not going to change, because we do have that Emperor showing up, and that Emperor is pretty loud and clear. So let's get clarifiers on currents. I'm actually going to get the Emperor too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So clarifying the Eight of Cups here is the Two of Pentacles. The reason that you were moving in the direction that you're moving is that you're trying to find some sort of balance. The balance does start within you, and you've already found it. Even though I'm not getting the Temperance card, I'm definitely picking up that you found it already. Well, the Queen of Wands would be Temperance too, because that's Sagittarius energy. Here with the Two of Pentacles, though, it's about balancing your outside world as well, your daily life. So when it comes to those burdens and responsibilities, the things that you're walking away from, the manipulation into picking up those burdens and responsibilities, that Ten of Wands, putting down that burdensome cycle, you are walking away from it because it's in your best interest to do it. You figured out that that should not be a priority. Clarifying the Seven of Swords is the Hanged Man. When you made the decision to start prioritizing yourself, it allowed you to see things from a very different perspective. You were able to take this kind of bird's eye view of the entire situation and say, this is not going to work for me. And the minute that you did that, the minute you were able to see things from that perspective or make that very firm decision, I need to do it differently, I need to kind of prioritize myself, anybody who was manipulating you lost all that power. They did. They lost all that power. With the Ten of Wands, I'm getting the Ace of Wands. So putting down all those burdens and responsibilities is allowing you to really move forward here. What's really significant, we have the Ace of Cups in the past, which indicates you focusing on your heart space. Ace of Wands in the current energy, so Ace of Wands spurs some sort of action. You're definitely there. You're putting the past behind you. You're moving on. We are definitely in some sort of liberating time period right now with all this Aquarius energy. And then clarifying the Emperor is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is all about investing. So you're investing in yourself and in your future. That's what's really driving you right now. It's not about holding on to old responsibilities or expectations. It's about forging a new path because you're really future oriented. You want better than what you've had in the past. I can tell you, you're really not going to see this coming. Clarifying the Seven of Cups is the Seven of Cups. So this is just really not being able to see things clearly. What I'm going to focus on here are the other cards because clearly that Seven of Cups is pretty dominant with the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower. So there needs to be some sort of sudden shakeup. You need to be able to see what's in front of you. And this is why I'm picking up the sense that you're not going to see it right away. Not with all the Seven of Cups energy, not with it out here twice. When a new opportunity presents itself, because this is the third ace we have out here, you want long-term and you're focused on yourself and you want to move in this direction and really create some sort of life for yourself, which is that Ace of Pentacles. It's that commitment that you're making to yourself. But in order to really see this opportunity that's presented to you, the Tower needs to happen. Otherwise, you're never going to see this little sunflower in the field. And so this Tower is going to happen to show you the way. And what it's doing here is I'm getting a sense of relief. So the Nine of Swords, it is about stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, all of those kind of painful things. But part of that is your old self leaving you. If you've looked at, because this could be a friendship, if you've looked at friendships or any kind of relationship before and you've always had this kind of maybe fear of opening yourself up to another person, really being emotionally available and vulnerable here, the way that this is playing out, that Tower is going to remove any kind of blocks and barriers, any kind of fog that's in front of you from seeing the opportunity, but it's also going to remove the stress. The stress and fear of the unknown. Well, what if I open myself up to this person and they treat me poorly, or they just don't respect me or love me, whatever the case might be. The universe is actually removing that. That's your own internal block and barrier that's preventing you from moving forward. And what the universe is trying to do is help you see the path forward. It can't make you walk the steps. I mean, to an extent, it can kind of put you on the path, but your movement forward is going to have to come from you. And so what it's doing right now is it's showing you all of the ways that you're being held back. All the confusion, as clear as you think things are right now, you don't see everything, not yet. You will. I'm getting 4, so 4 months. 4 months. Could be April, could be May. 4 months from now would be May. Could be the 4th month. There's something about that where over the next 4 months, so April, May, I'm just getting this strong sense of that's when you'll get the clarity. That's when you'll get the full clarity. It's going to be pieces that happen over time where a little bit each day, each week, each month is going to be more clear to you. And by the time we get to that April, May time period, a lot more, you're going to be able to see a lot more, understand a lot more. It's just this entire way of thinking about a situation, thinking about your role in your life and where you might have held yourself back. All these things are going to be shown to you. So this is the reading for Friday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.